Okay, so here we go with part 4. We were almost out of room, so I went ahead and finished off the last video after we got these all completed. So now we're going to go to adding them to our tray. I wanted to, didn't want to have to break after we just get started, so I went ahead and stopped the video. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our tray that we've created everything together, and I clipped my pieces that go up there to that so that I wouldn't lose them or cut them up for something else again. Anyway, so these are going to go down inside like this. This has to go up. You should fold this up and then these back. And then this back. Make sure this goes up first so these kind of overlap this and this. And then we're going to have to slide this down in here. We're going to have to peel off. We're going to be peeling off the tape off of these. So you really want to kind of test fit them. Make sure they're going to go in okay, because you're not going to be able to, you know, when you peel the tape off, it's going to want to stick. You're going to have to hold them apart and slide them down inside there, because they're just going to want to try to stick on you when there's no backing on the tape. So I always do a test run when it's something critical like this that really needs to go in just right. Okay, so there's everything there. Put these in. Again, fold the bottom up and then fold this part back and the long part back, and they should slide right down and fit right in your corners, right on your corner like this. That's the way they should fit. That's how they're going to go in there, just like that. So usually when I'm doing a class like this with something that technical, I tell my ladies, okay, peel it off and hold your mouth right and try it and hope it fits. So we're going to just peel off these 2 pieces, the 2 short pieces, and the 2 long pieces. I'm leaving the bottom pieces attached. I'm pushing those, still going to push those up. This is going to go back here. I'm going to hold my hand here and this here. And we're going to slide this down in. And then I'm going to push this. You want this side and this side in. That's attaching it right into the corner there. And you can take, what I just, oh, here's my bone folder. Take your bone folder, kind of, run it down inside there. Make sure it's down in good, okay? And actually, you know what I see? I see we should have taken off the bottom pieces too. I will on the next one. Go ahead and crease that down inside there. Now, you're going to be putting pressure on here, so you really want to be careful that you don't pull that apart, okay? So I am going to, I think before I do any more, okay, we want to do the corner stuff here. I can see this is starting to pull apart, so we're going to, I'm going to pull the rest of these back out. I'm not going to leave them in there while I do this because I don't want the pressure on it. So I'm going to go ahead and put these pieces in here. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and get these on here. I think I want to be sure that everything is protected. Let's see here. Okay, there. And actually, we can get those out. If you take something and stick them down in there, you can get those out. But it might be just as easy on the next one. Just pull them all off. You just have to remember with the tape that you take off. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Well, I'm going to finish one thing at a time here. I have a tendency to jump myself around, and then I kind of pay for it later. So let's just go ahead and put these 4 pieces oh, here's another one. Oh, the other one's down in here. Oh, nope, it's not. I thought it was. 1, 2, See, I clipped them in there and I still lost one. Okay, we're going to go here. Oh, I can see. I better move my mouse out of the way before I accidentally shut myself off again. Okay. Come on. Okay, now one more. I don't know. No, those are, let's see. This one fit. This one, maybe this was one. I picked it up and stuck it in that pile. See, even when I try to keep them separate, I can't even keep them separate. Okay. All right. There. Those will help protect those sides. And if it makes you feel better, just let the whole thing sit for 15-20 minutes and it would probably be completely dry. You wouldn't have to worry about it. Okay. Now back to trying to get these pieces off of here. Okay, got that one off. Back to this one. Oh yeah, there it goes. I knew I had a way I got them off last time. I just couldn't remember exactly how. Okay. There we go. Okay. So for the next one, I will go ahead, I think. See, if I peel it, it's going to stick there. I'm not going to peel it. I'm still just going to peel it. 2 short ones and the 2 long ones. Okay. This up here, that up there. Okay. And then that, you know, and those do go down. See, they actually come right to that point. So to put the other stuff in first is a good idea. Reinforce those. And then I'm gonna this, there, that slips those down. And this in here really isn't that difficult to get out. You have to be careful if you're going to be using your bone folder down in there, because if you get it too close up against in the crease right in there, you're going to end up cutting it with your bone folder. So you want to be careful doing that. Thinking these need to be cut more at an angle. Yeah, I think they do. See, this goes this way, so that part is not, this part is not the problem. This part, you want to make sure on the where the bottom meets this here, that it's kind of will go like this without binding up on each other, because that's the way they sit inside there. Okay, so let's do another one. Okay. Oops. And really, they should go in not too tight. Nice and snug, though. This one here, I think, is a little... Okay, what am I doing here? The bottom, it did not move over. And it is stuck in there. Sorry, I'm just going to leave it like it is. Okay. Much better. Okay, one more. So, again, I want to cut these over. These definitely don't. Okay. Got to be sure and crease down inside there. Really good. Okay. You know, after you work in close quarters for a little while, you just don't even want to mess with your hands in there anymore. One last piece. And it's always going to be the piece that's going to give you the hassle. Okay. Okay. There. So we have, they are all in there. So there is our tower piece, top tray, as you want to call it. Okay. And see, I used those pieces. I had those pieces cut for that. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think these will fit. Yeah, these will fit. Okay. Let's clip these together. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put our top pieces on here. It's too wide. It's a bit too wide. There we go. Trim just a hair off of that one as well. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and flatten those down. And then let's peel off. There we go. Flatten them down, right inside. Go ahead and burnish down the pieces there. Okay, and I see a little tiny bit of chipboard showing right here. And if you cover it, there you go. Like I said, if you were using black chipboard, you wouldn't see it at all anyway. So, there. Okay. So there's our tower, and here's our drawer piece. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead and take and put, we're going to cover these raw edges with strips. Okay. And I've already cut mine, but I see that I need to, you're going to have a tight squeeze down inside there, but you want them to go all the way to the edge. So you want to, your angles on these are going to have to be more pointy. There. And again, if you want to, just before you start, just in case you end up with a little tiny hole, you can go ahead and color them in. Color it in with the black marker. That way, if you have a little, even the tiniest of spots, you won't notice it. And again, this is where black chipboard would be nice, but, you know, for the price of black chipboard, it can be ridiculous. Now, I do buy it and kind of hoard it sometimes when it's on sale. Joanne sometimes will have $2.99 flat rate shipping. I know Tamara has. CountryCraftCreations.com has chipboard, and I know that she's got the brown stuff. Got to see, just going to have to play with these. Just going to have to play with them and probably get them to a fine point to get them to go down inside there. And I would kind of fit them before you pull your paper off. First thing I would do is trim it to a good point. You're going to need it. And then set it down inside there. Now, see, that one fit just fine once I got the point on it. So just cut them into a really sharp point. And that way, hopefully, they will fit right down inside there for you. Right down inside there, just like that. Okay? So let's just peel this off. go. That down inside there. And then we're going to flatten this down, of course, before we fold it all the way over. And I would be sure you put the inside in first before you put the outside on. There we go. I got a ripple there. Okay, it smoothed right out. Okay, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to put this down inside here. Flatten this across there. Peel this off. One fell off somewhere. Must be in the back side over there. Okay, why did you pick up and move on me? You know, nothing really is more frustrating than wasting a piece of construction strips. That just gets me to no end. Irritates me. Okay, so now let's cut another one. I had that tucked down in there and it pulled right out of there. Okay, try this again. Okay, that one is down. That is down, just like that. That's the way the last one was. So I thought. Okay. There we go. That's better. Now I'm missing one. There it is. Okay. I'm going to try this, trim this just a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have all of our things. Better take this and run this bone folder across the inside on the pieces we just put in. As we did the top, we did the outside. So we need to do that part. Okay, let me get rid of this pile of paper here. Nope, don't want that to go in the garbage. Okay. Okay, so then comes putting this on here. See, once we put this on here, we're going to be making 4. I've already got 2 of these made. I'm going to be making 4 of these. These are little containers that are going to go on the outside here. And that way you can stand up pencils or whatever in them. I think I've got my scissors fit in them. Your scissors will fit down in them like this. So I have scissors in one, a couple pairs of scissors. I have my bone folders and my X-Acto knives and pencils and brushes and any of that kind of stuff in another one of them. And then I have pliers, because I always take my pliers with me, so I have pliers that fit down inside there, like that. A couple pairs of pliers will go in there. So it's for whatever you want to put in there. No, I was checking to see if my external drive would fit in there that I carry with me with all my patterns on it, but it won't. So anyway, so these are going to go in here this way once we get it done. Okay, so I would not put these on though until you get it papered, and then put these over the top of it. Otherwise, you're going to be having to put a little strip up there, or if you put this up here, you're going to be putting a strip at the bottom. On my last one, I kind of moved mine down like this. Kind of moved it down right at the bottom of this piece here. And of course, then it goes down on the other piece. But I put it right up against, and then I didn't worry about this or this over here, but I did have to put a little piece at the bottom to cover it. So what I want to do now is we're going to take and attach this to here. One of the things I'm going to do, though, I'm going to put these on here because we're going to take and put, and we're only going to attach them to the outside. And then this, see how I can show you. Maybe I should just glue them down first. We're going to take and we're going to go this way and this way and take our drawers out. Take our drawer out of here. This is going to be glued on top of here like this. And then I'm going to attach this on here to cover up this joint. This is going to go here, and then I'm going to snip this here, and it's going to fold underneath. Again, it's just going to cover up the joint from these two pieces. So I guess what I should do, let's go ahead and glue this down, and then while we wait for it to dry, we will build the other two cubbies. I've already got 2 of them built, so we'll build the other 2 while this is drying. So I have to decide which way I want it to set. I want it to set that way or this way. I think I'm actually liking, you'll find that one way is always going to set better than the other way. As long as your drawers will go in, and my drawers go in just fine. I'm going to do it this way. Okay, so let's take the drawers out. Let's set them back here out of the way. Oh, here's the 4th one. Here, I'm looking for a drawer right in front of me. Okay. So I'm going to take, again, you could use hot glue. This is a good place for hot glue too. I just prefer to do my good old standby here. And this is all I have left of this, so I need to make sure that I get a good perimeter. Oh, geez. I'm going to have to put something else in the center. That's okay. As long as I have my perimeter stuck down, I am good. And I just love this glue. This glue is really, it really works well. You know, you can get it at Joann's with a coupon. And I'll tell you what, the price at Michael's is the same as the price at Joann's with a coupon. So, kind of makes it nice. Okay, now I'm going to put this on here. And of course, you're going to want to get it straight. See, this is where if I was sitting it down with hot glue, wouldn't be able to move it. And I really want to be able to move it. So, okay, that looks pretty square to me. I'm thinking what I ought to do, I think I should find something heavy to set in it, or a book or something to set on top of it. What if, this isn't real heavy, but what if I took this, that's square, that feels good, and that feels good. Okay, I'm just going to leave it like this. And I am going to pick it up on the bottom, move it over there. I'm just going to let that sit there for a little bit. We're not even going to worry about it right now. We're just going to leave it sit. We're going to put those out of the way. I'm going to clip these. This is the other bottom. What I did, the mistake I made with the first one I made, is when I bought a spinner and I glued it to the bottom. which was good. But the problem I made was the fact that when I wanted to make my second one, because I kind of wore my first one out, the sides were falling apart and stuff because I overstuffed it. The problem I had then, I tried to take my spinner off and I couldn't because it was actually glued to the 4 pieces that make the drawer casing. So I didn't want to do that this time. So I put a separate bottom. I'm going to glue a separate bottom on. So if you decide later that you want to remake it, find some other paper you like better, whatever, you want to remake it, and you could take an X-Acto knife or a utility knife, and you could cut around your spinner. If you put a spinner on the bottom, you could cut around it and remove it off this piece versus having to try to cut it out of the other one. Because I tried it and I broke it, so it's like, okay. And I find a place that's down in Sacramento called TAP Plastic, T-A-P Plastics, and they have spinners, and that's where I get them from. I'm completely out of them right now. But I buy them, and then I usually keep 2 or 3 on hand, simply because I never know when I'm going to make something and I'm going to want them. So what I'm going to do, we're going to make, these are our pieces for and this is going to be made kind of differently. We're going to make this with some black cardstock. I'm going to get my pieces out here. Now, I've already put tape on my pieces. This is going to be the bottom of the box. Okay, so we're going to actually lay these flat on here. I've got tape on here. So we're going to lay this one down, and then this one's going to go down. This one's going to go down. This one's going to go down. And then we're going to crease it with our bone folder, and then we're going to measure over 1 inch and cut off the excess. Okay, and I'll show you why. So, but the first thing before we do anything is, you notice I put tape on all of these except across the very bottom. Because on the bottom, we're going to have these 2 pieces going on the bottom. We need 2 of these to go across the very bottom. So we're going to do this. Oh, and I need to peel this up right here so that this sticks all the way across. Why is there Christmas music coming on the radio? That's crazy. Here it is, January. Okay. Get this peeled back. There we go. We want those to stick down there. So we're going to peel up this piece and this piece. Okay. We're going to put another one of these. So you want one on each side. Okay. There we go. Just like that. Okay, so here, we're going to take off. I put a couple pieces of tape on here. And we're going to start by lining this up across. So this is like a 4-inch piece. I think it's a little tad under 4, but that's okay. By 12. It's just a piece that I left. Then we're going to put this one on. And this one, again, is going to go this way. Just like the other one, where this is going to stick out. What this kind of does, too, is it kind of lines your pocket for you as well. So you don't have to worry about trying to get paper down inside there. Okay, so then we're going to put this up against it. This is the outside of our pocket. Oops, got to put this one in. Okay, I have to just tell you, this is really funny sitting here listening to music in the background, and it's Christmas music, and it's January. Not even January 1st. I mean, come on. What's today? Today's the 23rd? Christmas music on January 23rd. Oh, wow. Okay. So now we have those. Now, I will take my bone folder and just run down along there just to give yourself a crease line. Okay? And then if you put that crease line on, I can put it on my mat right here. I can take my ruler and go out 1 inch. there, and cut that off. Then, so we have, this is just cardstock. These are our two big pieces of chipboard and our two little pieces. Then I want you, and the reason I did tape, the reason I put tape on the chipboard, on the edges, I did this with glue. The problem I ran into was I couldn't get a good crease out of it. The tape makes it stick there. So you're going to flip it over, and then you're going to fold this in, and then you want to push down and crease it. You want creasing to make it, it'll make it fold better into a pocket. So you want to crease it down. Oops. There we go. Just crease it down there really good. Then when you come to the cardstock piece, you're going to fold it over because you've creased it, and you're just going to run that down there. So see, this piece here is going to go right inside there, and it's going to help you create your closure. And it's not going to be seen inside there because it's going to be up against the edge. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to take a piece of, tape, and I'm going to go ahead, tape it here, and then I'm going to put another piece up against there. So that when I fold it in, it's got something to secure it with. Okay, here we're going to take our bottom piece. We have a little bottom piece of chipboard, and we're going to put this on here. So this has to go here. Peel this off. And it doesn't matter which piece you put this on. We're going to put this on here this way. See, then when we fold it, this is going to come in this way, and that's going to stick on that way. So once you get prepped the rest of the way, go ahead and fold it over. And then come on in here and go ahead and lay this down. One folder in there. There you go. And then that holds it down. So then you're going to peel these off. Okay. And this comes in there, and fold it. There. And then when you look in there, you don't even see, you do see a little bit of chipboard. See down there in the very bottom? You see a little bit of chipboard left down there. If you don't cut the angles on your construction strips, you won't see that. And there's the rest of it. So then we're going to finish it just like we did everything else. But what I will do first, I will go ahead and I will put my little pieces. Now, I didn't cut angles on my little pieces. I will put little pieces across here. And like I said, I did not cut angles on these. They're such small pieces. To have them go outside edge to outside edge is a good thing. Okay. So there's that, and there's that. Oh, let's see. Okay, so there's those two pieces down there. Okay, and then we're going to also go up here, and we're going to wrap these top edges too. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. Again, I'm not going to cut the angles on these. They don't need to have them cut because really they're going to be covered up. So I'm going to go this way, and then this way. There. Go ahead and seal that down. Okay, So there are those. Now we're down. We're just going to put our strips on. We have small strips. We have 2 for each side. You're going to go small strips across. Nope. Yeah, they'll work. We're going to go. How come I only have? Oh, there they are. 4. We're going to do the long side first. Okay. We got to do the other side. Okay. One more. Okay, and now we're going to put these across the top, but they're too short, so I'm going to have to cut new ones. I don't know what I was thinking. Obviously not properly. So let's just take one of these. What does this measure? This measures 3 1/4. So let's do 3 1/4. Oh. 3 1/4. Okay. So I need 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. So I need a total of 4 of them. So here's some scrap of a long one that we can use. Okay. Yeah. What did I got going on here? 3 1/4. Oh, that's why. It's bigger at the... Don't know what I did, but I got it bigger at one end than I did at the other end. What am I doing? Or am I looking at my ruler wrong? Oh, it's 3 1/8, not 3 1/4. 3 1/8 and 3 1/8. Okay, that's what it is. It's 3 1/8 and 3 1/8. So that just means what I can do is I can cut, when I cut this, I can cut through. I can cut through my my fold. Okay. Now I see I'm sticking out over the edge. Okay. Now let's just, I want to go. Okay. And we got to do the same with the bottom. Cut them off 1/8 of an inch. Work. Yep. Okay. Let's see, before I do this, I need to have for the next one. Three. One and one more. There. Okay. I got enough for the next one too. Okay. Cut that off. Okay. So there. We have our boxes. I'm not thrilled. Don't like the way that looks. I'm going to cover this again. I don't like the way this side looks, the way the tops look. Okay. This will probably make it look lots better. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, much better. Same with this one here. Okay. Okay. There. Those look better. I didn't like the way they were looking. Okay, so there's 3. Okay, and then we need to make one more. So we will make one more. And then it's going to be time to stop the video again. Got to figure out a way to do this with more than just an hour at a time, I guess. Or I need to speed it up. But this project is really hard to speed it up too much. Okay, so here's our black piece of cardstock again. It's 4 inches wide. You know, and even something that's not 3 3/4 would probably work, because when you wrap the top around it, when you wrap this over the top of it, it covers up. I'll show you with this one. I know there'll be a little bit sticking out on this one. And I'll show you how it covers it up. Oops. So let's just take this on this. Okay. This one. And then we need to remember to lift this up a little bit. Come on. Okay. And what do we have? This goes across the bottom. Pull this out. Okay. Oh, you know what I bet I didn't do? Oh. No, I didn't. I don't remember doing it on that one. This one I accidentally, nope, I want this down here. Jiminy Christmas, Susan. Okay. Let me put this up here. This one. I need another piece. Okay, now the one thing we needed to do, and I don't remember doing on the other one, I don't think we did, is we should take and put a piece of tape across here because we've covered up the tape. So we need to put a piece on here so that the black cardstock sticks to this as well. Okay. So, there's an oopser. All right, so then we're going to peel this off. Where am I at? Got 8 minutes before it runs out. Let's see if I can do this in 8 minutes. If I can't, you've seen me finish the other one, so you'll be able to go on with this and finish it. Finish the cubby. Okay, so there's that. Again, there's that. Okay, there's that. Okay, and then we need to score it. And then we need to come out an inch from where we ended up at. So I'm going to use my lines on my mat. And then we're going to go ahead while it's laying here and we're going to put, I'm going to put tape on this part and tape on this part. Okay, let's cut this off right here. Okay. Then we need to fold it, so I can fold this one in. I can fold this one. And we can fold this one. And then we can fold this one. And it will all fold. There we are. Now, before we go folding it, again, we have to put our bottom piece on. Okay, so we have to do this. Okay, and then peel this off so that we can fold this and this. Come on. There we go. Don't get it crooked. There we go. Okay. You have to, and then we're going to peel off this, fold that in, and burnish it. There. Okay. So now we have to take and do, and I'm going to run out of time. I want these to be a little bit longer this time, or these are not long enough. So I'm going to, let's see, I want to do this and this. There we go. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and again, I'm not gonna trim these. I want them to go all the way out to the edge. If they overhang the edge, that's a different story. I can cut those off. But I want them to, oops, I almost forgot, look. I almost forgot to put my reinforcement in here. Okay, so there's that. Is that lifting up? Yep, I got some glue underneath there. Sorry. It'll go down. Okay, there we go. There's glue underneath it, and that's what's not allowing the tape to stick, is the glue. There. Just a hair. Okay. Okay. And then I can go up here too. This is just a little bit, be a little bit harder to trim at the top then. Now the top ones have to get an angle cut on them. But again, I kind of, sometimes it's just as easy to cut the angle with little pieces once it's been attached. Okay, this one sticks out too. Okay, and since I have absolutely no angles cut on these, I'm going to go ahead and cut angles like this. There we go. Okay, I'm at 58 minutes. It's going to expire on me here at any time. So I'm going to stop this video and I'll come back with another one.